Hello everybody, this is Alexine checking in from the state of Maryland in the US. I'm on day 38 of creative recess for the 100-day project. If you haven't heard of it, check out hashtag do the 100-day project and you'll see that it's been going on around the world, and this is one of several years that it's taken place. Today is the 38th day of the 100-day project for creative pursuits, and it started on the 18th of February 2024 this year. My focus has been crochet, and I've shared along the way since it started, shared here and on Instagram, and I'm trying to incorporate YouTube just to document my journey and just engage and be part of the broader community of creative people, and interact with content creators and explore further my interest in intercultural communication that YouTube affords me to do. So usually I come on here in the afternoon when the sun is shining the most, but today I'm a couple hours later. It's almost 7 p.m. I did not take a 20-minute creative break during my workday, so I'm doing it now. Taking a 20-minute break before I go outside and take a walk, because I need some exercise. I need to move, things circulate, and just be outside in the fresh air, and it's good for the mind, and I intend to do that. I don't always get out and before the sun goes down, so that is my plan. But first I want to spend some time here with you on the sun porch. Welcome, 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 welcome. If you haven't met me before, I'll say it again. My name is Alexine. I'm in Maryland. I am an editor and an artist, creator, and an encourager. I like to encourage especially people who are starting something new, young people, and adults as well, who are brave and getting out here and starting their YouTube journeys and brave enough to share authentically of themselves. So that's part of who I am. I'm also a mother of 3 young adults. The youngest one is a freshman in college right now. Yay. And I'm a wife of 20 years and a seasoned professional. Crochet and art are not my full-time career, but they are a big part of my personal fulfillment and pastimes. So I like light and color and pattern. I like texture. I'm really, inspired or moved by like flowers and the shapes of leaves and the patterns that I see in the leaf veins, in the different formations of leaves. I notice things like that. Also like the changing sky. Like sometimes my family laughs because I'm like, look at the clouds, aren't they beautiful today? Slow down and let's get a photograph. So yeah, that's me. I don't need to talk too much, right? I'm gonna be on here for 20 minutes. Again, this is creative recess, so if you have an activity that you like to do, maybe you can join in with me for a few minutes, or you can get your, think about what you want to work on and get your supplies in order. Sometimes for me, it's enough to get out a sketchbook and swatch out some colors. You can use like watercolor markers or color pencils to do that. I have quite a few bundles of yarn, enough that I can color swatch just by laying out the yarn bundles themselves. A lot of times I can do that. And I think yesterday I was on here and I shared an idea that I plan to pursue, which is a rose themed crochet project. I think I'll do coasters and a ripple mat. And I shared these few skeins of yarn. There's the green, the cream color, and a sort of rose color. I have blue too. I think they look so beautiful together. And I'm usually attracted to this color combination. I see it a lot with surface pattern design. I said one day I would show you a plush throw that I have from 1,000 Roses Art. That's a company on Society 6, I believe. And the designers are two sisters and one daughter or niece, depending on the relation. And they work together and put out beautiful floral products. I've seen a lot of textiles and also printable art. I have a rose and a teacup design out here that is making me very happy. It's on my table in front of me. And I shared that, I think I shared it on Instagram a week or two ago. So if you scroll through, you might see it, but maybe it's in my stories, I don't know. I'll show it again sometime. But back to the color scheme. Here's one example of where it shows up, right? This is a pencil case from Cath Kidston, UK, and they have a Cath Kidston US website as well. But yeah, it has the green and pink, a little cream, and the soft blue. And this case shows up in my videos a lot because I have it near me when I'm creating. And if I open it up inside, I don't know, it is my pens, my like various brush markers. This is, how do you say this? Tombow, I think Fudinsake, I don't know how to pronounce it. And I don't see it written on here right now, but it's a calligraphy brush pen. I have a softer one and a more firm tipped one. And I've got another archival pigment pen. This is a dual tip pen by Zig, Z-I-G. And this brand is one of my favorites. Some of the tips are like scroll calligraphy tips. Some are broad, like you can make like bold bullet points on your paper. But my favorite one is just the writer's tip, which I've used those up because I use them almost every day. So I need to reorder my Zig archival ink pen. Let's see. What else is in here? Mostly, my most go-to items in here are my crochet hooks and my embroidery scissors. I need them whenever I'm working on my crochet projects. And I have a backup. This is a nail clipper, but it comes in as a backup if I go someplace where scissors are not advised to be, like maybe in the airport. If you're traveling, you probably don't want to bring these sharp scissors into the airport because security may confiscate them. So a nail clipper or child's school scissors with the rounded tips will come in as a backup and serve just as well for clipping ends of yarn or embroidery thread. So the other things in here are, I have called a Stabilo all pencil, and it works on multiple surfaces. It says paper, glass, plastic, metal. It's good on, say if you do paper collage or watercolor and you want to draw dark black marks over, do some mark making over your artwork, you can use the Stabilo or Stabilo aqua, I don't know how to pronounce it because it looks like it's in French. Aquarellable. It's you can apply water, and I think it'll smear if you like that kind of look. I have a highlighter and a red pen and a few more crochet hooks, so I won't bring them all out. But yeah, that's what's in this mystery pouch that shows up in most of my videos, or is just at hand here for me. So back to this yarn and what inspired the colors, the rose pattern colors. I have this Royal Albert mug. It's one of my favorites, and I think they call it an everyday mug or a gift casual mug, because it's basic cylinder shape, but it's so beautiful. Can you see that? I like using it for my tea or water and even coffee, and I've had no problems with it staining. I can use my crochet cloth, like I showed this example yesterday. I can use one of these and gently clean out the inside of my mug. But yeah, I'm drawn to this color pattern, and I have a blanket like this from a different brand, 1,000 Roses Art. I have this mug from Royal Albert. I think Wedgwood bought out the Royal Albert company, so now they can be found at wedgwood.com. I haven't shopped there in a while, but maybe sometime I'll show some other of my collection of mugs and little cake plates or dessert plates. They're small, the size like to hold some bread or a piece of cake, that size. What else, guys? Thanks for being here and listening to me talk. It's so unusual to just be here in a space, that I'm taking up the space by myself, but still talking. Yesterday, I believe it was, I said I may come back, or was it 2 days ago? I don't remember. I said I would come back and show a project that I was working on. I was just starting with the brown yarn, and I made this heart. Ta-da. I could dedicate this heart to people in Baltimore. As I mentioned on Instagram, there was a tragedy the wee hours of this morning. Today is March the 26th. It's Tuesday, and in Maryland, one of the major bridges in Baltimore, it's called the Francis Scott Key Bridge. It was struck by a ship that was passing under, and that bridge sadly collapsed, and there have been casualties. So my heart does go out to Baltimore and the families that experienced loss and who are still waiting for more information. And we could pray, those of us who pray could pray for the first responders who have been on the scene for hours and hours and have a lot more work and investigations to do. And then there are people on the ship as well who are impacted. So sorry to, bear such sad news. But what else? So yeah, this is a heart, and let's keep the love alive. Let's keep loving kindness going, guys. We need it in this world, in these days and times. We can start at home and radiate it out to our neighbors and the people we meet every day, is what Fred Rogers used to say. The people that we meet when we walk across the street, and that's biblical. So I might decorate this with maybe a contrasting, like a mauve or muted pink color. I have to look and see what makes sense, or maybe I'll decide to keep it as is. That might be all that I have to share today. Before I head outside, I want to make sure I get out there before sunset and before the temperature drops back down. It's been fluctuating. Like one day it could be in the high 60s and then get back down into the 30s, which is just above freezing. I'll drink my water. So I want to say thank you to people who have left sweet messages on my videos. And this is only my 3rd day on YouTube, guys, so I'm still learning, getting acquainted, and orienting myself with the technical part behind the scenes of how to navigate YouTube. And I appreciate the feedback and the camaraderie. There's just people to take time and listen to me and come and spend time here. And I definitely enjoy and continue to enjoy, as I have been doing, visiting your channels too. So if you would like to, I welcome you to come again, and please give a thumbs up on this video. Consider subscribing, and I wish you well. I say love and blessings from Alexine Hart in Maryland to you out there. Have a good night wherever you are in the world. Bye.